So loud.
And I'm trying to shoo the birds. Wait, go away.
We're on Easy Talk Live.
Yeah. What's nature? Go ahead.
We're on Easy Talk Live.
Yeah. What's nature?
Okay. Cool. We're live. We're ready to go when you are.
10 seconds.
Woo. It's a warm day today. Woo, woo, woo.
Come on out here.
Ah.
Dad, remember, don't shout.
Okay.
You got to talk
All right,
really
here we go.
powerful microphone.
It's time to get the weekend party started. This is Easy Talk Live, featuring your host, Eric EZWAY. This is the place to be if you're all about promotion, celebrities, and social media. We'll hook it all up for you with fun, facts, and fascinating talk. Now, here's your host and the main man, Eric EZWAY.
Hey everybody, welcome to Easy Talk Live. We are here doing it the easy way, and we have a really extra special show for you. We have a legend in the mind. Dr. Joe Vitale is going to be coming on to the show here with us in about 10 minutes. And last time Dante got mad at me because I didn't properly do the intro on Easy Talk Live, and she's like, and I'm like, Dante, I have too much happening. It's too hard to keep track of all this. You need to start helping me, but yet I'm the only one that can engineer. And anyway, but let's just do this.
Well, I can do it.
Let's just do this the easy way, shall we? You can do what?
I can play the intro if I want.
Nice. You look nice today, Dante. And by the way, guys, we got my dad joining us. This is a special show. He's going to co-host with us. So we got my dad, Jim Zuley. We got Dr. Dante Sears. And we got me, Mr. Eric Zuley here. So if you guys are live, remember chat, keep it interactive. Let's do it the easy way. Let's have fun today. And this is Easy Talk Live. You guys ready to do it the easy way? Text EZWAY to 21777 to be updated. Get incentives. Get free promotions, marketing, magazines, radio, television. We're getting ready to be with Dr. Joe Vitale. We're going to talk about the power of the mind here today on Easy Talk Live. Now, remember, we are live. This is a live interactive show, guys. Don't forget, be live. Call into 866-472-5788. Join the fun. Everybody pull your mobile phones out and put your hands together for the Easy Talk Live show. It's time to start doing it the easy way and stop doing it the hard way. Here's your host, Eric EZWAY. I'm just playing around. I'm trying to I'm testing different things. Welcome, everybody. What's going on? I see you guys on EZWAYTV. Make sure that you press that little subscribe button wherever you see it around your phone, and make sure that you're texting EZWAY, letter E, letter Z, WAY to the number 21777. We're giving away a really special treat, compliments of Influential People Magazine, EZWAY Magazine, and all of our awesome partners, giving you guys a chance. If you text into EZWAY to the number 21777, you can win a chance to be in the magazine, win a chance to be promoted on our show, win a chance to be supported and promoted by our influencers and the people that we work with. So Dr. Dante Sears, man, I know we got Hollywood the Easy Way. That's a new segment we're doing. We just did a real big for the BET Awards and Rick Ross, and it was a big fashion show. You think we should show them that clip?
Definitely. Play that clip. Roll that clip.
So you get to hear the sound, and then when I actually press the share screen button, then you'll be able to see the clip. All right, guys, we're doing it the easy way. If you need us to cover your event and you want us to feature you on Easy Talk Live, reaching hundreds of millions of viewers all over the world, 164 countries, We got a nice little EZWAY tribe, the EZWAY fam. Where our community is really growing. Go to Hollywood the Easy Way on Facebook. Join the community. We just broke. I'm gonna show you guys this, man. We just broke 8,000 members. All right, so let's move to Hollywood the Easy Way.
Yeah.
This is compliments of DST Studios and So Delicious TV. Shout out to my boy Dre out there. I see you. Dante, make sure you're saying what's up to our EZWAY fam. I see a bunch of people chatting.
I'm chatting too. Oh, look at that Waka Flocka. Tammy Rivera. Hey, there goes my twin sister.
Greetings, and welcome to another episode of Hollywood the Easy Way. I am DSP, your host, and tonight we're going to venture into the hip-hop muggle Rick Ross to host the pre-BET Awards after-party celebration. The after-party celebration will immediately follow the Destination 1610 runway show by celebrity stylist Joe Exclusive, featuring Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Tammy Rivera. So stay tuned as we do Hollywood the Easy Way.
Yeah.
So, what can I say about June 21st, 2018, Rick Ross BET Awards Party and Fashion Show? Other than the fact that it was jam-packed with celebrities and artists and models and top designers from all over the world. Designers such as Carl Kanai, and the debut of celebrity stylist Joe Exclusive's Destination 1610 runway show. His first collection featured up to 6 top fashion designers and accessory designers from all over the world, including pieces from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Tammy Rivera's T. Rivera collection. The fashion show also featured a special performance by Trap Beckham. And a huge shout out to the event producers, Alicia Choice and Vohm, VUULM Vohm. And a big huge shout out to Soul Delicious TV for shooting this live on EZWAYTV. And a big shout out to Waka Flocka and Portia Coleman and the many other recognizable BET celebrities. And thank you to Lynn Jetters PR for putting this event together, along with event producers Alicia Choice and Vohm. And last but definitely not least, a special shout out to Walter Jones and Ludell. And once again, my name is DSP Dre Swan, and I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Hollywood the Easy Way in the iLaunchEZWay.com network. And remember, if you're going to do Hollywood, you might as well do it the easy way. And if you're interested in this or any future events, text the words Easy Way, that's the letter E, the letter Z, the word way, to 21777.
There it is, guys. So we're doing it the easy way on iLaunch Global, iLaunchEZWay.com. Don't forget to go there, iLaunchEZWay.com.
Great job, Dre Swan. Wow, look at that. He's really developing his video and hosting skills working with EZWAY.
Our program director, Dr. Dante Sears, gives you a stamp of approval, Dre. So good job, man. So stay tuned for the next episode of Hollywood the Easy Way, guys. Our next show after Dr. Joe Vitale, our next guest is Frank Shankwitz, the creator of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So make sure you put that on your calendar. And again, text EZWAY to 21777. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're on Voice America World Talk Radio, syndicated all over the world to over 27, almost 30 networks now. And we will be right back with Dr. Joe Vitale.
You're clear.
All right, guys. So we are going to be bringing in Dr. Joe Vitale here pretty soon. Hope you guys are excited. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys have your questions ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and put a quick little commercial on here for you guys, and make sure that you guys do me a favor and support us and go get what we tell you to get when you watch these commercials. Subconscious, you will go buy. You will buy. You will buy the easy way. No.
Eric, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dad. Yeah, you're there. You're welcome to pop in anytime after this commercial. Love you.
Can you see me too?
Yeah, we can see you. We can hear you. We can feel you.
Commercial. It's longer than our break.
Huh?
Wait on the commercial. It's longer than our break. Our break is only like another 20 seconds long.
And if my father had a need, then how many other people have a need? The key to Tyler's coffee is the roasting process. Because Mother Nature makes the coffee bean. We can only work with the processing. We knew we wanted to go USDA certified organic. We wanted to be the purest and cleanest coffee in the world. We had to source stuff from Africa. We had to source stuff from Brazil. We had to source stuff from Chile. And we put it through our proprietary Z-roasting processor. So what that really truly means to you is that the coffee doesn't have inflammatory properties in it. I'm dedicated to serving 50 million Americans that suffer from stomach-related modalities, and also the millions of other people that just deserve a great tasting cup of coffee that's healthy and safe.
855-554-3883. Use discount EZWAY to get 20% off, guys. Thank you so much. So, engineer, whenever you're ready, we'll come back. I see a lot of my EZWAY fam out there. Dante, you see how many people we got in here waiting for Dr. Joe Vitale and to do it the EZWAY? This is exciting.
All right.
Hi, guys.
So excited.
So,
Hello, everybody out there in Easyland.
Let me shout out a couple people that I do see on here. We got Swammy, the Orange Cowboy. We got Lisa Winston. We got Robert Clancy. Are we ready, engineer?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Cool. We got Coach the World. We got Jessie in the queue. We'll be bringing her on pretty soon.
Hey,
You're listening to Easy Talk Live for all you entertainment fanatic fans out there. Brought to you by ProductionSanDiego.com. It's time for entertainment and more.
All right, guys, it's time for entertainment and more. Our entrepreneurtainment and more, because in this case, this is an entrepreneur extraordinaire. He's got the power of the mind. Man, this man knows he knows the mind. You guys are in this show, you're going to be able to learn everything that you want to learn about your mind and what setbacks, what's obstacles, what problems you're facing, all that stuff. You got gurus like Dr. Dante Sears, gurus like Dr. Joe Vitale. And I brought my dad on because my dad surpassed.
You say Dr. Joe Vitality? I love it.
Yeah, that's how we do it these
right.
Sorry, Dr. Joe Vitale.
It's just like his word. Good. I like that.
And then my dad is a cancer survivor because of the mind. And so I'm very interested in bringing in Dr. Joe Vitale. Vitale, you happy down to Dr. Vitale? I like vitality. That was a good word there. So we're going to go to Dr. Joe Vitale, and I can't wait to hear his opinion on my dad's story. But before we get started, Dr. Joe, you've definitely chose a road to positive thinking, and you've helped so many people to change from negative mindset to a positive mindset. What do you think it was, that brought Dr. Joe Vitale to such a positive mindset of thinking? Like, what was that thing in your life that brought you to all that positivity?
Whoa, wait. Oh, there we go. I thought he wasn't going to take off the mute. Okay, we're good.
All right. Well, what a great question to lead with. For me, I'm a book lover. And when I was homeless, I lived in the public library in Dallas, literally. And I would say it was all those self-help books that came before me, the Think and Grow Rich, the Magic of Believing, and all the likes, the Dale Carnegie. Soaking all of that up changed my mindset, changed my thinking, and slowly helped me redirect my life and become more of a beacon of light in my own life. So the easy answer is books. That's what did it.
Hey, you said the easy answer. Was that no pun intended, right?
No, but everything's an easy way around here. That's what we're taking, the easy way through life.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that little drop. And as a special little surprise, because I'm all about taking care of those that have taken care of you to get to certain stepping stones in your life. And Lisa Winston and Robert Clancy were a big part of that. And so I wanted to bring Lisa Winston in here really quick and give her credit. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Lisa. And, real quick, go ahead and give us your message to our EZWAY fam and how much you love Dr. Joe Vitale and how did you meet him?
Oh my God, I love the EZWAY family. I love Dr. Joe Vitale. Joe and I met, about a year and a half ago when I invited him onto my summit. And we had both of us had an amazing energetic shift that led to some synchronistic events. And we ended up having dinner and we're good friends and doing a lot of projects together. So it's a real gift. What a blessing.
And how much do you love Lisa? I want to call you Joe because I was saying learn
Joe.
Like what do you need to know by Joe? Like you can rhyme so much with Joe, but I'll do the Dr. Joe Vitale thing. That's cool.
Joe is absolutely fine. We're buds at this point.
All right, that works for me.
Yeah, and how much do I love Lisa? There isn't enough. I can't spread my hands wide enough. I can't find the words to express it deep enough. I don't have the poetry in my heart to go that far to say how much I love that woman.
Oh, I love you too.
Got all the women going, aw.
I wish I had that sound. Another easy way experience.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now.
So, Lisa, I'd be glad to leave you in for a few, unless you have a busy schedule, because we know how amazingly busy you are. And guys, make sure you check out Lisa Winston on the Mindset Reset Show on EZWAY TV. I Launch Global. It's going to be coming here real soon. They have some fantastic guests, Dr. Joe Vitale being one of them, Kevin Sorbo, Compliments of EZWAY being another, and so many other amazing guests. Dee Wallace, it goes on and on. I can't wait for the show myself.
Thanks, you guys. I love you. Have a fun show. I'm going to get out of here. So Joe you can talk to Joe. All right.
Bye-bye.
Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys. Oh, sorry, Lisa.
She's gone.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I'm maneuvering like 20 different things here. So I wanted to start, Joe.
I want to start by greeting Dr. Joe Vitale. Hi, Dr. Vitale. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I was wondering when I would meet you and hear from you.
Eric was just ready with the questions, and he actually ruined my question, because my question was about, how you use the power of the mind to go from homeless to being a wellness superstar. But I did want to ask you about Ho'oponopono, and I hope I say that right.
I saw those comments too. There's a bunch of fans that are like making us ask you that question. I have no idea what it means, but I'm curious on the answer.
How you use that to transform your life? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I love all these people who are so into Ho'oponopono, and you did say it correctly. The short answer is Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian healing, clearing technique. And people are using it to cure, to heal, to manifest, to attract the most mind-boggling, amazing, miraculous stories. And at its heart, it's very simple. There's 4 key phrases that you say. You say them within yourself, and you say them to what I call the great something. You could call that the universe. You could call that a higher power. You could call it God. Everybody has a different word or phrase for this great mystery. But inside yourself, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're desiring, whatever you are upset about, whatever it happens to be, you're saying these 4 phrases. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And you repeat it. You can say them in any order. You say it with feeling. You're saying it as a kind of prayer, as a kind of petition. I've written 2 books on this, Zero Limits, and later, 10 years later, I wrote At Zero. And there is a mammoth movement of people who are learning to practice Ho'oponopono. And it all started because there was a therapist in Hawaii who helped heal an entire ward of mentally ill criminals by using this technique. And he didn't use the technique on them, he used it on himself. As he got clearer, he was able to see that they changed as a result of him changing. So, I mean, we can do an entire show. We can do this for a weekend.
Bill, you are so famous, man. You even got the birds. Do you hear the birds in the background giving you a round of applause?
That's my choir. They're just kind of chirping in, so to speak.
Well, that's my dad holding it down for nature. And my dad wanted to be on the show because he beat cancer with the power of mindset. Dad, tell Joe a little bit about what you went through.
Well, hello, Joe, Dr. Joe Vitale, and I'll tell you. Someday,
a little bit quieter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting the microphone is right here.
Radio voice.
I thought I was supposed to project to the phone. Okay, I don't have to do that. So anyway, Dr. Joe, I would like to have you on our show sometime. It's like Eric's show, but like I said before, it's only in slow motion. It's Radio Boomers Live. It's a little slower pace. Okay. But it's a Radio Boomers Live show. And what I had was a little situation came up, and I had a couple bumps underneath my ear, and I went to the doctor. And is this okay, Eric? Not too loud?
Very good.
Okay. And he said, would you like to know your diagnosis? And I said, sure. And he said, well, you have a very aggressive form of lymphoma. And then he looked down on the floor and he shook his head and he said, this will be very tough to beat. And I kind of laughed a little bit and I said, good. And he looked up at me and I said, well, I have a very aggressive immune system that's very tough to beat. And the old doctor came out laughing. He said, that's the attitude you need. Well, that's the whole thing. And then they put you through the chemo, and the chemo people tell you how bad the chemo is. And they said, you're going to need doses of chemo 5 times more than anybody else, and it's going to be very hard on your system. I said, well, fortunately, I'm not getting that bad chemo. I'm getting the good chemo. I'm getting the healthy chemo. And when I was in the ward, the guys that got 1 and 2 bags of chemo got really sick. And I had 5, and they didn't know if I could handle all the chemo. And I said, hey, this chemo is fine, because I thought about it as like vitamins. And all the guys were really getting sick from this 1 and 2 bags of chemo. And me with my 5, I just never got sick, because all I envisioned for 5 hours having this chemo pumped in me was, this is like a vitamin. I love it. And then afterwards, they said how devastating the radiation is going to be. Well, all I thought about was in the 50s, if you remember. Well, Joe, you would remember this, but the comic books with the radiation supercharged the people, got them stronger. So out of the whole thing, it's like you preach. It's the attitude's very important. For me, it was faith and my belief and so on. But you know, the bottom line is, I shared this on Eric's show before. They asked Larry can you give us a show? And Larry King had 1,000 shows, and he said, yeah, I have a show. And he said, on this one show, when you make a comment, when you make a statement, people don't agree, especially if there's 2 or 3 people. On this show, I had 6 people on the show. To make it worse, 3 were from different forms of science, and 3 were from different forms of religions. And they made a statement, and all 6 people, he thought they were going to go into arguments and, all this. All 6 people sat there like the bobbing head in a 57 Chevy. They all agreed on what was said. And the Muslim and the Christian and Hindu, they all said, yeah, in our books, that's what it states. And the statement was, the way in which you think determines the outcome. And even the people in science said it's basically proven in science. Yeah. So what's your sharing with everybody is, people have no idea how extremely important that is today, and how with what you're saying to people could rub off on other people. It just unbelievably how it changes the whole mindset, and it literally changes brain chemistry, which you probably know.
I gotta say too, I was watching Joe's face as you were talking, and I saw and I saw, oh, I mean, you were intensely listening, Joe. So I cannot wait to hear your opinion on my dad's story.
Hey, I got a free haircut out of the deal.
Well, that's what I'm waiting for, is a free haircut for me.
Oh,
too.
the free haircut, I get it.
Yeah, that's all we want around here.
And he got a cool wig.
I don't even know what that means. That story is incredibly inspiring, and I so love it. I hope that you're writing about it. I hope that you're sharing it. I hope you're getting that message out there. At the very core of it, you reframed everything that was being told to you. Rather being told that this is going to be deadly, you're thinking to yourself, well, I got a better immune system than whatever this is. Rather than thinking that the cancer treatment is going to be harmful to you, you actually decided that it was vitamins to you. And I love the idea of the 1950s, which I was born in. I remember those books. And I remember about being radioactive, and radioactive at that point was actually a good thing.
There you go, power.
I love that you did it. And this is all inspiration to other people. This is what I want to get in the world. I want to write about these things. I want to talk about these things, because I want people to know they don't have to be a victim. There are people like you who are standing up and saying, look, it can be another way. Instead of being a victim and falling to whatever they say, be empowered, be a superhero in your own life, make your new decisions, make new thoughts, make new choices, and go in that direction. So I'm inspired by you. Thank you so much for telling your story.
With all your books and your tapes and everything, it's just, I don't think people realize the importance. When people say the old cliche, think positive, they go, yeah, sure. But they're like literally doing science and doing experiments where that thought literally can change everything in your system. Your brain cells change. Dante knows, she studies this too. And it changes the chemistry of your brain and affects your body. You hang around with a bunch of people that have this negative attitude, it's not going to affect you. Yeah, it's going to affect you. You,
Actually, that's an important point. You want to hang around people who are more supportive. My most recent book, or one of them, is called Anything is Possible. And that's the mindset I come from. I say there's 7 steps for doing the impossible, because I really feel at this point, I don't know that anything's impossible. I don't care what
I love that.
That's exactly
that you want to go for, whatever it is that your intention is. There may not be a way right now, but you can create it, you can discover it, you can make it, you can adapt it. We are creative beings, and when we have that thought process and we move in that direction, I don't think any wall can keep us from going through it.
Yeah,
I really believe
Absolutely.
exactly right.
So
And the
Dr.
science
Joe,
behind that, guys, is that, you know, your brain has a center that's called the limbic system. And the limbic system, it takes your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and memories, and it translates it into behaviors. So those behaviors could be the way your family behaves as far as eating, that's going to make you, you know, attracted to disease or not. It could be the way your friends and family are thinking, you know, positive or negative. So all of that is resulting in your behavior. And so that's what Dr. Joe is tapping into. And that's what, Jim, you were able to do instinctively.
So guys,
Now, wait, I got to ask Dr. Joe a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So have you found a way of,
Everybody's so anxious to get the airtime. All right, go. Who's going to get next?
that's with Eric and I, it's going to be a battle with Dr. Joe. Have you found a way of doing the cloning for you yet? Because we're going to need a lot more Dr. Joes around with all this negativity in the airs today, you know?
Well, I appreciate the compliment. But what I'm all about is empowering people to be themselves. Let them find their own juice. Let them tune into their own passion. Let them find their own life calling. That's what I want to do. I don't want any more Dr. Joes. I get bored and I feel envious. There'd be too many of them out there.
So I want to make sure we keep this interactive, guys. We do have a caller in, Tina Alfano. And remember, guys, when we do bring you in, we can't bring you in for that long because we do have a lot of people that want to be a part of this. So Tina Alfano, engineer, let's go ahead and bring her in. Tina Alfano, what's your question on Easy Talk Live for Dr. Joe Vitale?
Oh, hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep,
yes.
Fine.
Hi.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, well, thank you, Eric, for putting me online. This is very special for me to have a way to speak to Dr. Joe Vitale because I am a follower of The Secret, and The Secret actually also saved my life in October of 2016. And applying everything that I learned from what Joe had taught in the movie and everything in the movie. And I had pneumonia with an abscess. And I never heard of that. I never had pneumonia in my life. And I went to the hospital thinking that I had perhaps a bad allergy or something, and ended up having pneumonia. While I was in the hospital, for almost 5 weeks. They could not cure me. They pumped me with every kind of antibiotic known to man. I was getting 3 rounds, 5 times a day of all these different types of combination antibiotics. Nothing worked. They finally came to me and they said, Tina, we have to release you. I'm like, release me? But I'm not cured. They're like, we've done everything that we know. They're like, you're going to have to go see, special doctors. Well, they also did a procedure where they went into my lungs and looked and saw that my lungs were I didn't have any lung cancer. I didn't have anything like that, but the abscess was on the outside of it, and it was pretty big. It was as big as a walnut. So with that, I never heard anything like this. And then I left the hospital, like they said. And in my mind, I said to myself, I am not going to die. Because at one point I felt so sick that I started resisting the feeling of the sickness. And I said, oh no. And I started getting up and I started walking around and I started walking the hallways, and they were going to me, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get on. I go, no. I said, I feel myself slipping backwards. I will not let it happen. Sure enough, when they released me, I felt a little bit better, but I wasn't cured or anything. 7 days later, something told me to go to, I'm starting to think to myself, I will resist this. I am getting better every day. I'm getting better every day. Do you know, 7 days later, I went to one of those walk-ins. It was actually affiliated with the hospital. I didn't know. And so they listened to my lungs. I told them the story, and they get the x-ray. When I come back from the x-ray into the room, there are now 5 doctors in there. And I was scared to death because I'm going, why is there 5 doctors in here? They actually had a comparison from the day I left, because I had to take an x-ray before I left, to 7 days later. Do you know that walnut of infection was now smaller than a pea? And they said they have never seen anything like this, and that my lungs were clear. That
Tina, I don't mean to interrupt you. This is such a touching story, but we don't have too much time. Do you have a question for Dr. Joe as far as the story goes?
Well, yeah. I want to know what else that I can do to keep myself. I know that there was the movie The Secret. I read the book The Secret. I read other books. But what other book would you suggest me reading about how to stay healthy?
Well, it's self-serving, but I want you to read my book, Anything is Possible, partly because I talk about the mind, and I talk about how you can program your mind to get more of what you want. And then I want to give you a tip real quick right now, because I know time is of the essence here. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine the feeling of it being gone now. So instead of imagining that it's going to be gone next week or next month, I want you to pretend, even kind of put yourself into this hypnotic trance, if you will, and assume that it's gone today. What would it feel like? How would you walk differently? How would you think differently? How would your emotions be different? How would you talk to people differently? How would you sleep at night differently? If you knew that you got the analysis today and they said, it is 100% clear, you are 100% healthy. Do that as a kind of a meditation every day.
Wow, okay.
Amazing advice. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Tina, and thank you for all your support. And by the way, guys,
Thanks
look
for
up
sharing your
Tina
story.
Albano. She is a very major influencer, very major publicist. She's part of the EZWAY fam. And thank you so much, Tina, and I hope you stay with us and enjoy the show. All right, so we have what I want to ask you, Joe, and we do have a bunch of other callers and a bunch of other questions, but we're gonna try to stick to the topic here of power of the mindset as best as we can. And I know one of the biggest things that people go through that it's the hardest thing to deal with, Joe, is the concern for people's stress, and stress is a killer. And so many studies point to money and relationships and whatever your guys' cause of stress might be. What's your opinion on the best way to eliminate stress and stay more positive and what's your opinion?
Okay, no, that's a great question. First of all, I have a free gift for everybody that's watching and listening. It's called Attract Money Now. So if money is one of the stresses in your life, just go to attractmoneynow.com and you can have the book. 7 steps in it. The very first one is all about mindset. So attractmoneynow.com, free book, get it, read it, use it. That's going to help you on that one. The second thing is to realize it's not the outer events that are causing any stress in you. It is your inner perception of these events. And that is the $1 million insight that everybody needs to get. It's not what's happening to you, it's how you're responding to what's happening to you. Most people respond and react from unconscious beliefs. They think that this is always going to be this way. They think their survival is at risk. They think that nothing's going to change. They think that nothing's going to work. They think that they're not good enough. All of these are beliefs that are inside of them. So the very first step is to realize your beliefs are causing your stress, not the outer world. There are people who do extreme sports, which is extreme stress. There are entrepreneurs who are taking on more and more businesses, which is extreme stress. But they're doing it with a sense of play, with a sense of joy, with a sense of enthusiasm, because their beliefs are in alignment with the idea that this stress is good. So what we really want to do is become aware of our thoughts, our thought processes, and retrain our brain. I had a painting I bought one time I saw in a restaurant, and it said, train your mind to see the good in every situation. And I loved it because it said, train your mind, which implies you're not your mind. You're separate from your mind. If you can train your mind, you're not your mind. And that is a big step to freedom right there. So learn how to train your mind to see the good, to be positive, to be optimistic, and to be more relaxed in the midst of what others might call chaos.
Wow. I love that answer. And I can see why you're as skilled as you are, Joe, and why so many people are following you. What do you think about it? What is that? What did you and your team do to create such a following? You know, everybody wants to know. I mean, and how do you use the power of the mind to be successful in your business, social media, promotions, marketing?
Good Lord. What a great question. That's lifting off. That's just tearing the lid off of a can of worms. There's so much to tell you there. Look, here's the bottom line for me. All I am is a guy following his passion. That's all I am. Whatever I get excited about, I've written books. I wrote a book on P.T. Barnum. It's called There's a Customer Born Every Minute. Why? I was fascinated with P.T. Barnum. I've written the book on the law of attraction called The Attractor Factor. That's what got me into the movie The Secret. Why did I write the book? I was personally fascinated with the subject. Why did I write the new book, Anything is Possible? Because I'm interested in what's impossible, what isn't. I got another book on music, and I'm a musician. Mind over music. Why did I write it? Because I'm passionate about it. I don't really think in terms of, oh, if I write this book or write that book, the world's going to flock in here and get it. What I do is tell people is that when you turn on your light, people are drawn to the light. Mm-hmm.
Like a moth.
That's really the bottom line. Now, certainly I know about marketing. I know about advertising. I know about publicity. I know about social media. I write about all of this. I teach about all of this. But in our condensed time together, I would say the number one most important thing is follow your passion, and that fire is what people will be drawn to. That's what it's been in my case. I'm not trying to get a following. I was in Russia, and they put me on this TV show, and they said, it looks like you have hundreds of millions of followers. Are you starting a new cult or a religion? I'm a freaking author. All I'm doing is writing books. And if people happen to like them, great. But that's all that I'm doing, and that's what I encourage people to do. Find your calling, not you in particular, but the people watching. Find your calling, express your passion, and tell the world about it. The people that are most a match for it are going to flock to your light.
What's your secret of writing all these books? I do this book and that book and this book, and how do you put so many books out?
How do you finish them all?
Somebody told me I've written 77 books.
Oh my God! Someone had to tell you.
Yeah, even I had to stop and go, I didn't know that. Because I'm just writing because I'm following my passion. The fire of enthusiasm is what I'm obeying. I get the book done because I'm writing that fire. I'm not procrastinating. I'm not second guessing. I'm not delaying, which is what most people do. I'm saying yes to the divine. It gave me an idea. It gave me an order. So I'm writing it down. Then when I get it out there, I'll promote it a little bit. I'll tell some people about it. I'll hold it up on a show like this and go, hey, I wrote this. Hey, I wrote that. But guess what?
Placement, ding, ding, ding.
Guess what? After this, I'm writing my next book.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep moving. That's it. Following my passion.
So, Dr. Joe, speaking of the power of the mind, they say that your vibe attracts your tribe. So, who is the tribe that you've attracted around you that helps you to sustain your mindset and positivity?
That's a great question. I would say it's people that are reaching for more. It's traditionally would be the self-help people, the self-improvement people, the people that are interested in goal setting and goal achievement, because that's where I came from. I was homeless, but I read those self-improvement books. I was in poverty for 10 years, but I kept working on myself. And as I did, I was able to recreate myself and to become this guy who gets to do wonderful things like this and live the lifestyle of the rich and famous and travel around the world. But it wasn't that in the beginning. And I think people who see me and know my story go, I want to change too. I want to transform too. And whether it's in money or it's in relationships or it's in some sort of goal that they have, that's where I think the people that are coming to me want. They want to have more. They want to transform. They want to morph into the ideal version of them.
We have
well, your name is Dr. Joe Vitale. Is this your real name? Because it's like Vitality.
I love that question. Yeah, it's my real name. It's
wow. So taking credit for my word, Dante.
You were born for this. I was already thinking it before you messed up on that word, Eric. Before you beautifully stumbled on that word.
Well, Vitale is Italian, and it does mean life. It means vital energy. It means vitality.
So, Dr. Joe, I mean, we don't have a whole lot more time yet, but I'm actually going to extend the time. And those of you that are waiting to come in, you're going to have to wait longer. Sorry, I love you. No, I'm kidding. But there's a special, every now and then we do little EZWAY surprises. And if you look at the screen right now, you're going to see a site called coachtheworld.com. And I know that you're a coach, and I know that you're always looking to help others. You're looking to get your message out there more, and you're looking to make money like any professional to be able to make more of a difference. So I definitely want you to check this out. And we do have the owner of Coach the World on with us, and she wanted to say hi to you really quick, and she wants to help you, because you're now part of the EZWAY fam. I am dubbing you officially EZWAY fam influencer, EZWAY fam expert, and so she wanted to meet you, say hello. This is Jessie. She's actually the president, contacting us all the way from, I think it's Italy. Welcome to the show, Jessie. Say hello to Dr. Joe Vitale. I know you've been hounding me like crazy to meet him. Well, now you got it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, so nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Now you will know how to pronounce my name, right?
Vitale.
There you go, Vitale. Yes. What's the matter with everybody?
My grandma was from Italy, so and also my other grandma, she was so called also Vitale. So we have families Vitale, and
all right,
we are family, right?
We're cousins.
Yeah, right. It's an honor for me to be in this show, and
tell him about Coach the World. Tell him why he's going to want to be a part of it, Jessie.
So Coach the World is a marketplace for experts and influencers to sell their know-how per video chat, one-on-one. It's like Uber, Fiverr, Airbnb for online coaching. So you have experts here where you never find somewhere else, and it's a startup. And we have here even Eric, Dante, who give their time, and it's free to sign up, no monthly fee. It's only at the booking, a small amount, 15% goes to the platform, plus 3% goes to PayPal or Stripe. So everything is integrated in here. You have the video chat. If somebody books you, you have 3 days to accept or decline. Rating system, it's all in there. You can share my screen. And the goal is that people have access to those amazing people and experts around the world. So
I call it the Uber of the coaching world, or maybe the Craigslist or the Fiverr. I mean, it's incredible. So I really wanted to show it to you. And thanks for coming on, Jessie. And we're proud to have you as an EZWAY member. And I mark my words, guys. What you're watching right now, what you're hearing me say, EZWAY Promotions is going to turn this into the next Uber of the coaching world. This is gonna happen. Okay, this is gonna be the next Craigslist for the coaching world. You're gonna see the biggest names, starting with Dr. Joe Vitale. I'm already on there, so of course he's gonna be on there. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that conceited. But
I have a question. Oh,
yeah.
So I took a lot of notes, and you are, I saw also The Secret, of course, and you have such a strong motivation. What can you give as advice for all startups out there that they have, to believe in themselves and they struggle with belief? What could you give as advice?
I would look for the inspiring stories of people who have already done it. For example, when I went to Thailand, I met a man who's 35 years old and today he's a billionaire. But 15 years ago, he was homeless. 15 years ago, he was on the beaches of Thailand and had nothing. He was sleeping on the beach. He asked for money from a friend, and the friend didn't send him money, but he sent him the book, The Secret. He read The Secret, and he said, well, I don't really believe this, but maybe I'll try it on something. And he tried it. He visualized. He felt it. He did all the techniques, and he wanted to have lunch. Somebody bought him lunch. He thought it was a fluke, and he said, well, let me try it on coffee. Somebody bought him coffee. Then he thought, well, let me try it on an apartment. He got an apartment. 15 years later, 35 years old, he's a billionaire. He's the largest real estate developer in Southeast Thailand. He's got 20 businesses. He has 150 employees. And it's that kind of a story that says, oh my God, if he can do it, you can do it. Yeah. My story, everybody else's story, all these success stories that are out there, that's what you want to read. That's what you want to remind yourself of. And they're all over the place. All these people struggled, but they made it. You can make it too.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, Jesse, thank you so much for coming on. And I will take a screenshot of when Joe signs up and he posts his first listing. We'll pop a bottle of champagne.
We need super.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep doing that.
Bye, Jesse.
I love you, Jesse. But so another issue, Joe, is a lot of people seem to have, they're holding on to like negativity. Something happened in their life. They got hurt or they feel like hurting themselves or self-esteem or whatever. So how do you get someone to let go of that negativity and just move forward positively in their life?
Yeah, I have to hold up a mirror to them and show them that the only person being hurt is them. That the system that's being burned up is their own system. Mm-hmm. I think it was Buddha that said something like, if you're trying to hurt another person, it's holding a hot coal in your own hand. You are burning yourself. And I know it's a big issue, but I remember Wayne Dyer saying, if there is a block anywhere in your life for abundance, for romance, for health, for success in your business, anything that you're dreaming for, if there's any block anywhere, it's around the issue of forgiveness. And almost always it's forgiving yourself. This is the big liberator. This is the single most transformative thing anybody can do. I've looked under all the rocks in my life to go, who do I need to forgive, including myself, so I am free? Because when you're free, you can have, do, or be whatever you can imagine. When you're free, you can go out there and make a difference in the world. When you're free, you can create the reality that you prefer. You can make a difference in people's lives. But as long as you hold on to resentment, or the idea that I'm right and they hurt me, what you're doing is carrying this bag of rocks that are on fire on your own back. Mm-hmm. And the sooner you realize it and go, I'm just dump it.
Dr. Joe, what was that website that you gave everybody to get that free gift again?
AttractMoneyNow.com.
AttractMoneyNow.com. Dante,
can you... That, Joe, reminds me of, when they say holding on to hatred is like drinking poison and hoping the other guy will die.
That's exactly it. That's another one I've heard. That's a great reminder.
Sorry, Eric, what were you asking me?
I was going to say, can you make sure you're popping in the comments and your time? I mean, there's a whole bunch. I can't keep up with everybody that's commenting right now. But I did put in the attractmoneynow.com. So guys, go get your free gift from Dr. Joe Vitale, because you're doing it the easy way. He's doing it the easy way. And Dr. Joe, you've recently found out about EZWAY. You've recently found out about our EZWAY fam. And again, shout outs to Robert Clancy and Lisa Winston. But I noticed that you've been following me on Twitter. I noticed you've been following me. I've been following you. We've been kind of little bits here and there, supporting each other. What do you think about, on a digital perspective, what do you think about EZWAY?
Well, I am new to EZWAY, and as you pointed out, it's Robert and Lisa who introduced me to you, and I'm trying to explore what you're all about. You obviously are a mover and shaker and a go-getter. You are full of fire. You are full of all kind of energy. You are an entrepreneur with all kind of ideas. I can just look at your background screen there and see some of the different things you're involved in. And you are very much a marketer and a promoter, right down to asking me and fishing for other ideas to do some marketing out of me while I'm on your show. I mean, you're a brilliant guy doing brilliant things. So from what I can see, it's like, this is a guy to follow. This is a leading edge, big top thinker and influential person in the world. So I'm pleased to find you and follow you.
Well, thank you. Voice America, did you get that? Hey, engineer, we recorded that, right? We got that drop, right? No,
we got that. So where do we follow you on Twitter, Dr. Joe Vitale? And
Mr. Fire.
I get you to follow me too.
Mr. Fire.
Yeah, on Twitter, it's simply Mr. Fire, MRFIRE, which is my nickname. That's the website, MrFire.com, MRFIRE. On Instagram, it's Dr. Joe Vitale. It's DrJoeVitale. And I think on Facebook, it's Dr. Joe Vitale, too, for the professional page.
How did you get that name, Mr. Fire? Are you a fire sign?
No, I'm a Capricorn.
You're an empire builder.
Right.
No wonder all the books and everything. Capricorn. I love it.
Yeah, but there was a woman 30 or 40 years ago, and every time I got together with her, she'd start calling me Mr. Fire. And I said, why are you calling me Mr. Fire? She said, every time you get around somebody, you light a fire under them to do something with their lives and to go for their dreams and to write their books and to pursue their passions. So in her mind, I was Mr. Fire. And it just kind of stuck.
I had a lady named Amy J. Morrison. Shout out to her. She started, Amy J. Morrison and Tina Larson. They started calling me Mr. Connect. And I guess people start nicknaming you and it's about the third party perspective, not your own, you know? Right. So if other people are giving you names, you know, definitely props. And I feel bad. I'm going to let my dad come in here and say, hey, do you have any questions? My dad's twiddling his thumbs. Am I still here? What's going on?
I should doze off just to get even. I should just sit here and yawn or something.
Now you know how I felt in the beginning of this show until I learned to just interrupt.
Yeah.
Because Eric is a freight train. He's going, gone.
Hey, Dr. Joe Vitale said it himself. You know, I mean, I'm a leader. I'm a go-guy. I know that I got airtime. I want to get it as much as I can. And but Dad, no, what question do you have? I mean, your power of the mind and what you do is unbelievable. And I don't want you to fall asleep on our show.
Yeah, but no, you know, people say prayers. You know, you see Facebook, I'm praying for this, I'm praying for that. I'll send prayers your way. It's not the prayers that do it. It's the belief in those prayers. And Dr. Joe is telling us that you got to believe in what you're saying, what you're doing, the people around you. And I've noticed, I've seen so many hundreds of people. I could tell you stories about people that ran into Eric and started with his group and doing his, whatever you call it, his promotional situation, his clients and so on. And they literally, their whole attitude changes because of the people they're associating with in the group with him. And they say, geez, I came across this guy and he's just so positive, you know. So all that stuff that Dr. Joe's talking about, you don't just take it with a grain of salt. It's real stuff. I mean, it makes a difference. And, you know, we're going to run into speed bumps and we're going to screw up and fail and everything else. All those are his learning experiences.
Dr. Joe, don't you see how my dad should be a speaker? I'm trying to get him to be more of an influencer and a speaker. And I tell him to ask a question and he starts speaking. It's just like
listen, guys, you're going to hear these things when you get a bump or whatever you get. You're going to get this. It's going to come in life, you know. Another little deal I had is the doctor said, he looks at me funny and he said, are you okay? I said, why? He said, well, we did your test. And he said, the white blood cell count is supposed to be 7 to 10. I said, yeah. He said, well, you're like 1. And I said, well, I feel fine. And I said, you're telling me I got 1? And he said, yeah. I said, well, that's all I need is 1 white blood cell. I picture a big S on its chest. And if there's a problem, that 1 white cell is going to go wherever it needs to go and bam, take care of business.
And also your white blood cell could be like, we don't die, we multiply.
Yeah. So if this stuff comes up, don't overwhelm yourself with, I got this. What am I going to do now? It'll be fine. It's the power of the mind, guys. And it's funny that, I can't believe that you just said S on your chest, because our next guest will beat out all the rest. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to rhyme there.
But their whole symbol, their whole thing for Superwoman is S on your chest. So it's funny how you subconsciously introduced our next guest. So
he picked up on that.
Dr. Joe, what I would love to do actually is talk to you and actually really talk to you about the EZWAY Influencer Program and actually bring you on board on what we're doing. And our show does reach 500 million people within about a year, about 164 countries. We are in television, Apple, Amazon, Roku, Comcast, Viacom, cable, antenna, satellite, DirecTV, compliments of Evander Holyfield's family's TV network, as well as God, providing what he's provided for me. And I think you would be an amazing mentor for the CEO savvy. And we're going to start bringing a health and wellness, mindset type of deal. We have a lot of clients like that. And I'd love to bring you on as like a regular segment, maybe once a month, and let people ask questions, because I can't keep up with everybody. I feel bad. My EZWAY fam is everything. I'm trying to get to everybody, and there's just too many. We got like 25 people live right now, and there's just too many comments. And so, guys, here's what we're going to do. If you wouldn't mind, Dr. Joe, we have a group called EZWAY Fam on Facebook, and it's a very interactive group. Anybody that we've missed on the show today, I would really love it if you could go on there and we could try to capture whatever they want to know. And I never miss anybody, nobody falls off of my ship. I'm the captain that keeps everybody, afloat. And so is that okay? Would you mind joining that group, and we can hang out with the EZWAY fam even after we get off air?
I would be glad to. And I love that you're maintaining the ship and you're making sure it floats and nobody goes overboard. I love that attitude. So I support you in that.
Thank you.
I'll be there.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And so, guys, we do have to get going here I want you to meet. Don't go anywhere, Joe, if you can. I want you to meet this next guest. They are doing such major, amazing things for women, and they have such a following. And they're doing like this ice bucket challenge type of thing right now. It's called I am Superwoman, and I am like you got to hear them. It's amazing. So they're coming up here soon, guys. Don't go away. We do the digital handshake effect too, and I wanted to get your opinion. We got 3 more minutes left until commercial. I want to get your opinion on this, Joe. I came up with an idea, and actually, I think God gave me this. He uploaded this into me. I came up with an idea called the digital handshake effect, and it's a digital way to create success for those that follow and support you. And so, right now, do me a favor, do a pound, give me a little fist. Get these with, there you go. So that's Dr. Joe right there giving you guys a pound and digitally pounding it, digitally handshaking with you guys. And I go live, and I mean, it's so miraculous how many people engage, and they go nuts when I say hashtag digital handshake effect. Are you ready? And I'll share everybody's page, and I'll talk about who they are. Hey, it's time to promote your website, whatever. And I think with what you do with the power of the mind and the digital handshake effect, there's really something there. What do you think?
Absolutely. I love that you're making it interactive, and I love that you're making it happen in the moment, which is where all the power is anyway.
Yes, sir.
So, very cool. I'll give you a bump for that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, guys. So we have Dr. Joe Vitale. He's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Dante, my dad's probably going to fall asleep on this next one, but if we can keep him awake, we will. But, guys, this is Voice America World Talk Radio. Voice America has probably about 30-something channels, 700-something hosts, millions and millions and millions of people, not to mention the other 20 other networks that promote and share the show. Shout outs to everybody that supports us. We will be right back, guys. Don't forget to do it the easy way. Voice America, Easy Talk Live, hashtag EZWAY fam. We love you guys. We'll be right back. Okay, engineers. We're good. We're clear. Okay, so we are still live, just so you know, Joe. We are still live on air. But right now, Voice America on Radio is playing the commercial. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in and introduce you here. We have, there we go, Legacy.
We've got just over a minute, and we're back.
Tia's Legacy. You know what?
Hey, Eric, you might want to take those glasses off, because your eye has gone completely invisible at some point and blended into the background and turned into a blue bionic eye. I don't think it's a really good look for this health show.
Dante, you don't get it. My positive mindset is so strong that I create magic on camera. That's all that is.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
No, I'm just kidding. You're right. The light is not working with me, but it's all right. The show must go on. So you know what, guys, go to EZWAYNetwork.com. You can see more about this. And I thought they would be in here, but they're not in here. Bummer. So we do have somebody else. We have our other guest. So I want to introduce you to these people, Joe. They're beyond amazing, but I guess they're on the plane. Or Dante, do me a favor, hit up Celeste. Hit up Celeste and find out where they are, see if we can get them in. If not, we'll just go ahead and go to our next guest here.
I'm not connected with Celeste on social media. I can try though.
I will message. I'll put you in the group right here. But I'm going to show you a couple of, see Joe, the next one, I know exactly what we're going to do. You do your thing with the mind. I do my thing with the digital style of things. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks of what I do. And maybe you know, we can give you some tips or some help, just like you have today for us.
Okay.
As well as all of our awesome EZWAY family. Engineer, how much more time we got?
Just a couple seconds.
What's the last?
Your opinion counts. VoiceAmerica.com.
Hey, you're listening to Easy Talk Live for all you entertainment fanatic fans out there. Brought to you by ProductionSanDiego.com. It's time for entertainment and more.
Hey guys, all right. It's not entertainment anymore. It's CEO Savvy time, but we still are with Dr. Joe Vitale. It's Celeste Gleave, Gleave, to answer your question, Dante. We're waiting for the I Am Superwoman group, but I'm not seeing them. Oh, there they are. She just popped in. She probably heard me on air. I put them on blast that they weren't there, so they jumped out. No, I'm kidding. So guys, I'm going to bring on, man, this is an incredible group. I'm going to show the screen. I'm going to show you guys who we're talking about here. Oh, there they are right there. We got the I Am Supergirl group, the I Am Superwoman group, and I kept Dr. Joe Vitale in with us. Make sure you're off mute so we can hear you, ladies. And we got Bridget, which is representation executive, and I don't know who the other one is, but she's beautiful. Welcome to the show, Easy Talk Live.
Thank you for having us. Yes, this is Lana Christiansen, and she sits on our board of Sheroes United. She's a superwoman and also over our education curriculum. So we're delighted to have her on, and she's here with us in Seneca Falls getting ready for the big event. And hello, Joe. And I don't know everyone else, so I'm excited to see you on the call.
So and nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on. So tell everybody, and what's the website as you're talking about you want me to go to? Tell everybody about Sheroes United and
You're supposed to introduce us, Eric.
Huh?
She said she doesn't know who everyone is. You're supposed to introduce people first, Mr. Digital Handshake Connector.
That comes
hey, who's Bridget and who's the last? I'm Dr. Dante's here. So nice.
You just knocked out my whole chi, Dante. I had a whole thing set up for the digital handshake later on. That's okay. I do that the same.
You gotta introduce people first, you know.
Technically, what I did say, why don't you tell us about what
Don't you love this?
Is in the introduction, and so everybody knows who they are, and that's kind of introducing, but that's all right.
All right, let's move on.
Ladies, the other guy you guys probably know is Mr. Zulli, Jim Zulli.
Yeah.
And Bridget and Sheroes United. This is Dr. Dante Steers. She's our COO, and she's also our co-host for the show, obviously. And we go back and forth. We have fun like that. But what else do you want me
Hi, Bridget. Hi, I see you now.
Hi, ladies. Glad to see you, Jim. Thank you. And Joe and Ann have been for a long time. Delighted to have you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You too as well.
Yeah, and you guys got to understand something, okay? I'm on a time frame, and I have like 5 different people tell me so I have to move faster than the micro machines to keep on time here. So
micro machine man.
Stop jumping on my case here. Leave me alone. My show.
Hey, you're on the train and pulling out the station, Eric, and your mind is on the next thing, and that's all good. We're just
All right, so what's the website you want me to go to, ladies, while you're talking about this? I really want to get Joe's opinion on this and see how maybe we can get him to support. He is one of our EZWAY influencers, and what you're doing is so amazing.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 websites because I'd like you to know how this got started and then what we're doing now. So it got started with a group, our group called SheroesUnited.org. You can go to that website. And you can see that we've been working in the trenches with women, men, and families for over 8 years in the terms of sexual assault, domestic violence, human trafficking, and also supporting our women warriors and first responders. And so that has been where we have done the majority of the work. And as we were working with Sue Melky and, in the wake of the Me Too campaign, which has been so great to open borders and awareness and help us with a number of things that are so important. One of the things that we have discovered is kind of this setting apart of male and female again, and distrust of one another. And one of the things we really want to do for our children, for our grandchildren, is to recalibrate, to re-educate, and to create a culture of dignity and respect on both sides, right? So for males and females. But oftentimes we find that females don't always know how powerful they are and what can happen when they own their voice and they own their leadership. And it doesn't have to be in competition with men. We feel like doing it in celebration and collaboration with men. And so we have—
I love that.
Yeah, so we have developed the I Am a Superwoman campaign, and the hashtag is Now It's Up to Me. So we've had all of these years of history, we've had all of this awakening and awareness, but now what are we going to do with it, right? It comes to accountability, personal responsibility, and that's what we're all about.
What's that website? I Am Superwoman what?
It is superwomancampaign.org.
All right, guys, make sure you check that out. And so, Dr. Joe, what do you think about that?
I am absolutely 100% behind it. I so love it. It's fantastic that you're doing it, but from a mind power technique, there's actually some techniques I've taught over the years where I tell people to secretly pretend they're a superhero. And to secretly pretend they have an S on their chest and it's Superman or Superwoman. And this is a mind power technique to help people to gain confidence. You know, they're not telling other people they're doing this. They're doing it within themselves. So now they have more belief in themselves. They don't feel inferior. So the fact that you're doing it in this open way, in this public way, with doing it with women who I've seen need to be empowered because they're empowered but don't know it. You know, that kind of a feeling. And to wear the S on their chest, I think is brilliant. I'm 100% behind it. I'm going to promote it too.
Oh, wonderful, Joe.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. Look at you wearing this on your chest.
Another EZWAY connection. Another EZWAY. Orange Cowboy made that theme song, but I can't find it right now. But that's
I would like to know more about that too, because I've been nominated by Patty Godfrey Sadler. I just filled out the nomination last night, and I didn't know what it was, and so I read the story, thought it was very, very interesting, and I wanted to get some clarification for the other women that are nominated on what they're supposed to do once they're nominated. If it's
I'm so glad you asked, Dr. Dante. I really am, because to be nominated is a great honor. And I know Patty, and if she selected you, then the girl knows what's going on and she knows what you're doing. So you were nominated as 50 and 50, one of the 50 most influential leaders in your state. And thank you. And I hope you accept the nomination. So you've got to accept the nomination, but then it will walk you through the steps. And here's the thing, to create more of awareness. As you know, we have so many headlines with all the negative stuff. That's why Eric is so good at what he does, and Joe and Jim and everyone. But here's the thing is that there has to be, as Joe said, the wearing the S on your chest. So we are asking you as a leader and other women as leaders to write out your own personal Bill of Rights. And you start it with, I have the right to. So for different women, it's going to be different. Some of them will say, you know, I have the right to be bold and brilliant. I have a right to get paid as the next woman or man sitting next to me. And we have some that it gets a little more real and raw. Like, I have the right not to be sold. I have the right to be clean and sober. I have the right to be safe in my own home. So whatever that is for you, you write out your own personal Bill of Rights. And for every woman, it almost puts us in tears. We're having men do this as well. And they have been, as Joe would tell you, it is that all of a sudden they're like, I do have these rights and I have these boundaries. And then what's beautiful is when you recognize those within yourself, it's easier for you to recognize it in every individual and human that you come across. And so we're asking women to drink a toast of tea to the 5 women who started this 170 years ago, this push for equality, and to celebrate them, and then to express openly their own personal Bill of Rights, and then to tag 10 to 20 other women and men, mentors who have inspired them, and also mentees, you know, their children or sisters or others that they would love to inspire to have this really dynamic and strong personal set of boundaries and rights.
Beautiful. I love it.
I love it. So Bridget, so I'm feeling, you know, we have a lot of influence with the EZWAY fam, and the hashtag is I am Superwoman. What's the main hashtag? Just one. What's the main hashtag you guys are pushing?
Is the now it's up to me.
Now it's up to me. Okay, so hashtag now it's up to me, hashtag EZWAY. I love it. We got to get that campaign going. We got to get everybody involved. And so now I want everybody to know as well is how established Sheroes United is, because you've been very modest. And what's the biggest event that you guys have been involved with?
Well, I will tell you what, we had a leader who was going up, trying to go for office in an African nation in the Congo, the DRC, and he came to us and he said, my country is at war. The war is with women, and that weapon is rape. And he said, would you come and teach my women to become leaders? I think this is what's going to create change. And that was Christian Malanga. And it scared us at first. It floored us. But then we realized, you know, this is the darkest place on the planet for women right now. Over 26,000 rapes happen every 24 hours.
Wow.
We knew that we could do something about it. And so he asked us to come. We actually met just outside of the Vatican with clergy and kings and some dignitaries and these refugee women and their families. And we taught them this personal bill of rights, and we taught them our becoming a leader from the inside out training, and lives have been forever changed. And so that's the kind of work that we absolutely love to do. That was probably one of our biggest things that we've ever done and never will regret. It was amazing.
So guys, I want you to really think about this, and as you follow what we're doing, we have a EZWAY prepaid reward debit card coming out to help nonprofits. We have cryptocurrency. We have our own coin. We have a reach of hundreds of millions of people, and we have She TV. We have women on TV. We have a women channel with Voice America. We have a lot of things that are going to help causes like this, and this is what's called the EZWAY Cares movement. And so EZWAY does care about women. EZWAY does care about causes like this. We're very big into stopping sex trafficking. We're very big into you know, getting women into leadership positions. And so we definitely support you guys 100%. I used to actually work with Shelly Hunt. As I told you, I was actually the cover of Avant-Garde magazine with her. And if you don't know who Shelly Hunt is, she's been you know, given awards by Obama, and she's built schools in different countries, and she has the Women to Global Change with hundreds of thousands of women, and she's huge. She lives down the street from me, actually, in Orange County, and you know, so I found out about you guys through Tara, and you know, again, it's all God's timing as far as you know, us connecting. And so now, you know, this is some great content, guys, that we're going to be talking about to put on She TV, to put on EZWAY TV, and this is going to be some amazing events. And now we can't necessarily talk about it. We can the big concert thing that we were talking about, or can? Yes, we can. Okay, what? Tell them about that big concert coming up. So our EZWAY fam needs to put it in their calendar.
Okay, so the concerts we'll have to talk to you about in a little bit, but we do have the gala. The gala that's at the Beverly Hilton in, of course, downtown LA, and we're just super excited. We had a huge sponsor that's helping us with that. And it's a red carpet gala. It's August the 25th. We have Whitney Houston's piano, which is up for auction. We have some beautiful celebrities that are getting on board. We are honoring a couple of amazing people. Tom Giardino, who was the attorney for Aaron Brockovich and has worked for decades for those who did not have a voice, to create a voice for the voiceless. And Judge Einhorn, who has been a human rights activist for a number of decades as well, and has helped more than 50 women to come out of human trafficking and to gain asylum, you know, under really dire circumstances. So there's some beautiful women and beautiful men that we'll be honoring at this event. And we actually have a business summit, as you know, the day before. It's a women's empowerment and education summit. And what's lovely about it is that we have, that might be Celeste. You want to go and get her?
Go grab her Canada.
Okay.
She speaks. Oh my gosh, she spoke. That's what she sounds like. No,
But we have Oprah Winfrey's former production manager. We just have a number of people that are going to be at that summit that are huge names, big proponents of Superwoman, big proponents of this Now It's Up to Me, and big names in different industries that you can learn from. So we're excited about the summit on the 24th. the Red Carpet Gala on the 25th, and we would love you all to come. And you can find out information about the Red Carpet Gala, because those tickets are going fast, at superwomancampaign.org.
Wonderful.
Right there.
And then there were 3.
Is that the commander that I see? We actually are getting grace with her presence. The commander, the founder herself, Celeste, has joined us. I was wondering if she was going to grace us with her presence. I'm just kidding. What's up, Celeste? I'm so glad you could pop on the show. Easy Talk Live, welcome. And I brought my friend. I mean, he said it himself, you know, that I'm his friend now. We're best friends. We're going to make some moves and differences together on the show. Dr. Joe Vitale said he wants to support you guys. And so Celeste, you're a celebrity in your own right. You're a very modest celebrity, but we have a lot of people live right now. They're asking questions. You know, how did you come up with this Sheroes United thing? You know, where did this stem from? You know, like Christopher Lloyd fell, he hit his head on the toilet, came up with the flux capacitor. All of a sudden, you have the DeLorean, you have the Back to the Future machine. What's your story?
Well, as far as the Sheroes United name or the concept of the whole organization?
The organization, the whole thing.
Oh my God, women needed a place to find a soft landing place, and literally coming out of where I had just came from, which was working with the United States military, the Air Force Reserve components at a very top level at the Pentagon. I realized that women in the military were relatively protected, but once they left the military, they were on their own. And it wasn't just the women in the military, it was a lot more. It was police officers, first responders. It was also a whole bunch of other types of women that have been raised in societies where they did not have any rules or rights, excuse me. So the whole concept of Sheroes United was to create a citizen army of our own. And we became citizen soldiers to create good and love and peace, and try and do it in a way where it's non-combative, it's nonpartisan, it is non-denominational. And if we can stick to the fact that we just all want to be unified together it's about recalibration, and it's about reuniting our society together, men and women. And it's sad to see that some of the things are happening in this day and age is that there seems to be a little bit of stress out there. So our aim is to put this campaign out there and make everybody see the value in this campaign. And it really has a lot of spin-offs, a lot of potential, and a lot of wheels. So that's
you mentioned the stress, and I asked Dr. Joe Vitale that everybody's worst enemy is stress. And, what's some good ways to put yourself in a mindset to get away from that? So do you have any questions? I mean, you got the master of the mind on the show right here, and he's here, and he doesn't come cheap.
Joe's got to go, so it'll make it a great question.
Yeah. Well, we could definitely come up with some great questions, especially, in our curriculum. So, Mr. Vitale, wow. We would love to know what, women and men and children who suffer from PTSD. What would you say would be the #1 tool that you could give them to get back on track into their own magnificence again, to get away from what we were just talking about, that fight or flight, and back into the truth of who they are, or however you would put it?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I got multiple answers to it, but I know we're time restrained, and I need to go here.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the tapping technique, emotional freedom techniques, thought field therapy? Yeah. I'm a great believer in it, and I usually teach people that as a first response. If they can just learn that their whole body mind can be influenced by some certain tapping on different points and statements that they say, it gives them something they can do anytime, anywhere. They don't have to pay anybody. There's no fee for it whatsoever. Only takes a minute or so. That would probably be the very first thing. I would teach them some form of emotional freedom techniques. Earlier in the show, Eric had asked me about Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian healing technique. And if you already know about it, then you probably know how wonderful it is, and you can use that. But I wrote 2 books on it. Zero Limits is the most famous one. And then after it, I wrote At Zero. So you know about that?
Yes, I love that book.
Well, I would say those are at least 2 of the things. And I guess a third thing is just be sure that they're around people who have already transcended it. So if they can be around people who say, yeah, I had that too, and here's what I did, and here's where I am, it'll give them a role model, it'll give them inspiration, it'll give them confidence to tell themselves, well, if so-and-so did it, I can do it too. So at least those three things come to mind.
Oh, that's sweet. I appreciate
Those
that.
are very good recommendations. I was thinking the Ho'opono thing also. I like the tapping too. That's really great.
Dante, I'm not going to take your credit. Dr. Jill Vitale, that was not my question. That was Dante's. I just made the funny comments around it and made it more fun. But no, I'm kidding. But so I know you need to go. Thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it. You and I are going to do some big things with.
All right. I love you all. You're doing fantastic work. I'll see you later. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later. We're going to do some big things together with the digital handshake effect, the Easy Way, with all of our Easy Way fam. Don't forget to join that group. All right. So, so guys, that was.
And he's out.
So, well, he's gonna text me. We're gonna really talk about some things that we can do together, guys. So make sure you're at the Easy Way Fam group on Facebook if you want to connect with him and see what we're gonna be doing. And again, shout outs to Voice America and Women on TV and She TV and My Holyfield TV and Actors Reporter and Fan TV. Manny Pacquiao Station is gonna support you guys as well. Supported station. So. Now, Sheroes United, man, you guys have a couple of big names and people that's supporting you, and I know that you're looking for more. You're looking for. I was telling you that we need to really get as much influence and draw as possible on this big event that's coming up, and go ahead and talk directly to our Easy Way audience on how people can get involved and why they would want to get involved in this next event coming up, what date it is, and how they can subscribe. And I'll go ahead and show your website, and we'll get some subscribers for you.
Okay, fantastic. And thanks again for inviting us on. This is such a powerful platform to be able to reach so many and so many women, which is fantastic. One of the things that, make sure that we're still on.
He's on our landing page. Is that what it's at?
Yeah, he's on our landing page. So you see where here you can join the movement, just so simple and easy. And we have an email campaign that we would send out to you that is talking to you right now about our social media campaign that begins tomorrow and Monday that we would love for you to be a part of, quite frankly. This is what we were talking to you about before, this viral campaign. So ladies and gentlemen, if you can imagine being at the forefront of the ALS campaign, and I want you to imagine being at the forefront of being a leader in our nation in something so dramatic that needs to happen today. And it begins tomorrow and it begins the next day. And we would love to have you do that viral campaign. So again, drink a toast to the 5 women that began this equality push 170 years ago. And then especially for you and your loved ones is for you to create your own personal Bill of Rights and to have the courage and the audacity, right, to share that and then to tag 10 to 20 people that you dearly love who have inspired you or that you wish to inspire through this. You remember when Joe was saying that third thing when he said, what happens when someone goes, oh my gosh, you've been through this, then maybe I can too. Well, we learned that through the power of storytelling and some of the books that I've written, but also what we've incorporated into our training and what Lana knows so very well. And when we've taken this curriculum into the prison and with the refugees and others, and we say, because of Sheroes, I'll be honest with you, most of us have suffered domestic violence, sexual assault, human trafficking, or another form of violence or issues. And so when they saw us in the prison come forefront, right? And we're owning it, right? We're being leaders, like Dr. Dante, right? We're owning the whole beauty of this. And they go, you mean you have suffered these crises and you're doing this, you're leading movements, you're business leaders, you are raising healthy families? Then
that's right.
Possible, right? Yeah. And so that is where you can become a leader immediately by being a part of this social media campaign. And then we would love for anyone that gets to be involved on a national basis. We're looking for volunteers all across the nation. And we would love, love, love for you to come and bless us at our first red carpet gala at the Beverly Hilton with Whitney Houston's piano. A number of stars and celebrities participate in the dinner and the auction, and to pamper yourself and to really enjoy a full night of absolute freedom and celebration. It's going to be beautiful. And the leadership summit, do you want to talk about that?
Wonderful. Sounds like a lot of fun. What date is that, the ball?
August 25th, Saturday the 25th.
And you have a big event tomorrow, right? At 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I believe.
Yes. Well, it's actually on Monday.
Yes.
Yes. It's Monday. Okay.
We launched the video campaign tomorrow. And then we're, as you see us here, we've just arrived in Seneca Falls, and this little quaint, beautiful little town is all things women's suffragist movement, equality. This is the spot on the map in the United States where it all began, right?
So let's do this, ladies. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we got our time. So EZWAY Fam and Hollywood the EZWAY are the groups. Guys, we'll follow up from this show and post all the links and all the information on there. I am going to officially dub each and every one of you guys official EZWAY influencers and EZWAY fam members. So you're now part of the family. I mean, well, Celeste, you've always been part of the family, but now all your Sheroes United people are part of our family. And here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to throw something out here. You guys know me, and you know I make things a lot of fun. You guys are looking to get donations. You guys are looking to get subscriptions. You're looking to get people involved. If we can get up, guys, if we can get up to 100 donations and 100 subscriptions, my next show, potentially with Frank Shankwitz, the creator of Make-A-Wish Foundation, or maybe Anthony Anderson from Blackish, or whoever we end up having on, I will wear a wig in honor of Sheroes United if we can get to that, okay? And I will wear it on the show, and it'll be on national television, and you guys can enjoy that, share it, have a blast with it. But that's my
contribution. Only if you wear a wig and a Superwoman suit.
Yes.
You gotta have the S on your chest.
S on your chest, dude.
That's a good idea. Yeah, no. Send me a Superwoman's outfit. I'll wear the wig. I'll do the whole shebang.
Just so the listeners understand, the campaign is actually I am a Superwoman. Will you wear an S on your chest? And all the proceeds are going to Sheroes United as the beneficiary. And we plan to take the money that is donated and put these programs right straight back into our streets, our counties, our communities, our states, and our country. So this money is going to be accounted for. We are action players. We don't come to look. We're not observers. We are first string players you're looking at right here. And we don't sit out in timeouts. We go it the distance. So what you're looking at here is people that really from our heart are reaching out to the community and the people that follow us, and we say, come with us. Join us. We need you. We have fun. we have a blast. And this is the time. Every single person we talk to is like, oh, you guys.
Hold on. I wanted to catch my dad. It looked like my dad was asleep there for a second.
Well, Eric, I went about 7 times so far, but it's like I said, on the Baby Boomer show, I get a word in. With you, it's hard.
Well, we would love to hear it, especially.
Well, okay. What I was going to say was, I started a little thing when I went through this stuff at the hospital with the cancer stuff, and I saw the negativity with the. Oops, I'm talking too loud. The negativity with the kids and everybody as far as cancer goes, and so I putting together a thing called the Hope Tour. And it's basically drawing awareness to groups like yours. And what I was trying to get out there was I'd like to, if you guys wanted to be aboard this with Eric's social media and everything, we have a good push. And the Hope Tour would be a variety of good causes. And you got the trafficking issue and the women abuse and all that. And on that platform, and the other one was the foster kids. They have such a hard time that people collect their checks and then they're out in the street. And I'm getting these people with notable groups of men, women, whoever the women are, but we just do the men. And if there's a couple kids who want to be a doctor or an architect or whatever, I introduce them to architects I know and so on and so forth. And they can mix and mingle. And I take them to celebrities' homes. Like Don Sutton, the big pitcher, lives out by me. And they like baseball. I took them to his house. And they get such a kick out of that. But otherwise, in the foster program, they're kind of forgotten, it seems. So that's what the Hope Tour is bringing a little positive and hope to the kids in these hospitals, and the same with the kids with the foster. And then, you know, with you guys, what you're doing and these entities and bringing it to a powerful organization.
The teacher here.
I work with the kids.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to create a special keyword. We're going to call it Shiros, okay? And if you text Shiros.
How about Superwoman? Because that's
okay, Superwoman. That's fine. We're gonna create the keyword Superwoman.
Thank you.
If you text Superwoman to the number 21777, we're gonna put a special campaign around this. And like I said, we can get up to 100 people, 100 donations, 100 subscriptions. I will wear a Superwoman outfit. The whole. But
well, Eric, if you
were watching is getting their phone, because what would that one look like in a wig? Can we pick the wig out for you?
Yeah, can we pick it out?
They say that all of the big celebrity guys, you know, that they have.
Don't even start, Dante. I don't even want to. No. We're not going into that. I love you, but no, we're not starting into the.
No, I'm saying that means that you're headed for the big time, Eric.
Okay, that works. I'll take. I know that's not where you were going. That's why I stopped you. All right, so hey, ladies, thank you.
Where I was going. Sorry.
You guys are welcome to stay with us, but I do need to bring in some other. Actually, these are some Shiros you need to meet. Some new potential Shiros. There are clients actually. We got legacy shifters coming on, guys, as well as Tia Ross and some of the executives. But we're going to bring them on after this little commercial break. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We got another half an hour left, so don't fall asleep on us like my dad is doing. Post your comments. Enjoy yourself. And this is Boomer Boost, one of our top sponsors. If you want to stay healthy, you need some Boomer Boost. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
All-in-one powerhouse nutritional supplement designed to specifically support your body's vital functions. Boomer Boost is the result of years of research by numerous scientists and formulators, resulting in a comprehensive nutritional powder. All of your essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and even specialty nutrients. Boomer Boost replenishes the vital nutrients that are depleted during your body's repair process, including macronutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, as well as micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, coenzymes, and specialty nutrients, allowing your body to make all of the proteins required for optimal health and execute the metabolic pathways that are the essence of human life. Many of these nutrients can only be obtained through a proper diet, and Boomer Boost provides everything your body requires to increase energy and feel.
800-861-46. I can't read it. 4609. There it is. So, guys, Boomer Boost. I mean, this product has honestly changed our life. It's beyond incredible. You got to get yourself some Boomer Boost. It will change your life. It's a whole program. And again, if you do get Boomer Boost, we'll give you points. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is we do have a point system. And I wanted to share this with our guests as well as those of you that are tuning in. My EZWAY fam already knows this, but those of you guys that are tuning in, there's a whole bunch of new people that just came on. So we do have a point system, which basically helps you to get free promotion, free TV, free magazine, free radio, free. And all you need to do is share on social media. Okay, and so it's called EZWAY, a loyalty rewards promotions program. And all you need to do is go to, there it is right there. If you go to EZWAYnetwork.com and you scroll, and you can sign up right there for free if you want to be a part of what we do. But right here, you go to points, you click on points, and you create your account, you put your name and your email, that's it. You'll get a whole back-end login. And then if you get up to, like, say, 350 points, we'll give you a free blog post. And our average blog post goes to 10,000 people. If you get up to, like, say, 1,500 points, it's on television. You know, I mean, it's an amazing system. So, all right, so we are back with Easy Talk Live. We still have our Shares United. We have the wonderful Chris Miller, and then we also have Chris. I know you brought some people on, so welcome to the show, Chris Miller. She is Dante. Who is Chris Miller? You've been studying her better than I can, or better than I have.
Well, I've been checking out Chris Miller a little bit here, but you did catch me a little bit off guard. But
I know I did. I love doing that.
Money, healthy money, happy life is her platform, and she actually works with documents. I know that. I believe she helps people to create their wealth legacy. And I love that she connects everything together, you know, because it's true. Money is such a big problem for people sometimes. And, you know, when you connect to having money, having the things that you want in life, then your life is a lot better. So Chris is empowering people, empowering families to build their legacy of wealth. Welcome, Chris.
Actually, what I was doing, Dante, is I was just testing your hosting freestyle skill ability and how you could handle being put on the spot like that. But you did a great job. Didn't you do a great job, guys? Post your comments, give a round of applause. But yeah, no, Chris Miller, guys, she does healthymoneyhappylife.com, and she's a wealth specialist pretty much. She just joined on to the EZWAY membership. She's had a great experience. And if you're looking at the screen right there, legacy wealth strategist. So she's not just an expert, she's a strategist on how to make you guys experts with wealth. And she's got books, and it just goes on and on. Welcome to the show, Chris Miller.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm here with my business partner, Tia Ross. I see her, but she's not on. And we are legacy shifters.
Yes,
So we've combined her 25 years of personal development and my 25 years of financial development. And we put together a shift, legacy shift, because the kids, the youth, the vets, everybody's broken. They can attract the money, but they can't keep the money. They don't know how to save it, protect it, grow it, so they have income they'll never outlive. So we go into schools, we go into prisons, we go into all the different places that we can get into to share our program, Envision Your Future. And it's so exciting to be here with you guys.
Wonderful. I love it. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank
Very exciting to have you. And I want to introduce, and you said that you have your colleague, Tia Ross. Tia Ross, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. I'm super excited. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I'm here. I'm so grateful to be here. As Chris already mentioned, ladies, I love what you're doing. I actually was born and raised in communities with family members that were involved in human trafficking. And I became a huge advocate putting together girls programs throughout the United States. And I've continued to work with youth and families for over 25 years.
Wow.
I actually was the director of Motivating the Teen Spirit with Lisa Nichols for the last 18 years. So together, Chris and I are shifting the wealth legacy, because that's really the bottom line of all this human trafficking, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
definitely
true. We can have healthy money instead of dirty money. Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
If people knew how to make money right, they wouldn't do these things.
There it is right there. It's everybody has such a fear, and so we're changing the conversation to make it's just energy. So we're changing the conversation, make it healthy and happy and empowering, and it does something, because then you're inspired to protect it, grow it, and share it.
You're right. There's a major event called the Freedom Ball coming up on October 13th, and I know you guys have a big event coming up in October. Tell us about the event.
Yes, so our event is October 4th and 5th. It's in Los Angeles, right before yours, ladies. So we're going to be honoring you ladies there. We actually are looking for women. It's called A Private Affair. She lives a public life. And it's all about women who are influencers in their communities and honoring those women for giving back to others. So we're looking for women who you know that are giving back to the future of other young girls and young ladies. And we're actually going to be sowing money into those young girls at this event. So stay tuned for that. It's on our website too later, Eric.
What's the website?
LegacyShifters.com.
LegacyShifters.com, because we have still about 22 people on live right now. So guys, go to that website, go support. You know how we do it, the EZWAY fam. Our EZWAY fam will definitely support you guys. So Sheroes United, you guys are over there. You're meeting some of our other EZWAY members. You're seeing kind of how the movement is. You're seeing that they want to honor you. I mean, another EZWAY connection. Once again, we're making positive people come together. I love it. That's what this show's about. Digital handshake effect, the EZWAY. So what do you guys think about what you just heard?
Well, we're all here just like going, heck yeah. And I'll tell you, one of the things that we've seen was we've traveled and done humanitarian work around the world. We see what these women can make possible, because it is energy in the mindset. But I'll tell you what, when women and girls don't have economic prowess is when they're most vulnerable to rape, sexual assault, and human trafficking and domestic violence, because they're not perceived as any kind of an asset. But the moment that they can claim that economic prowess, it changes the dynamics in the family, it changes the dynamics in the community, and they can actually become women of influence, and they are less likely to be hurt or maimed or killed if they're that. And so we absolutely honor what you're doing. In fact, I want to talk to you after.
I know, let's get on
about working some of this into what we're doing in the prison system for the women transitioning out, because we're preventing, you know, these issues from happening again to them.
Yes.
And the economic prowess is a really important component. So we're thrilled.
Yeah, I think that's so true what you said, because, you know, when I first got into coaching, I was so excited. I had a hair extension business, and, you know, I was working with a lot of women that were dancers. And so I was like, this is so great. I'm a coach. I'm going to coach all these women that are coming to me. So I started coaching them. And what happened, unfortunately, was almost every single one of them said, oh yeah, I'm going to become the biggest, you know, porn star in the world. And I was like, you know, face plant, like, so, you know, what she's doing is so good, because I was going like, no, you can do anything, you know, and they're going like, and it's so true. If women knew different ways to make money, then they would use them. So what you're doing is so needed, and it so needs to be connected, because you can't just tell them like, be empowered, but they're like, okay, I'm empowered, but where do I go now? Right? What do I do now? Like, I've only got these tools that I've been using all these years, and none of these tools are going to work for what we're talking about here, ladies.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about when we go through this, we go through an envision day, a vision board with their future, and they walk out of there with a map, a money map, not just woo-woo, but literally, this is what we do. This is how you save. And things that like are the 1%, we're downloading it to the 99. That's the thing. Because it's not secret, just people aren't sharing it. So that's what Tia and I are doing, is we're bringing down that 1%, telling everybody about it. You'd be surprised. You haven't even heard about it. They kept it from average people, what the 1%, that money they get, how they grow it. There's a thing there.
Yeah, they don't spend it. They don't spend it. They invest it, and then they live off of what comes from the investment, not their original revenue. And that's the secret.
Right. And then to have the mindset around it. And, you know, been doing this for over 25 years, 3/4 of the money thing is the mindset. It isn't, well, you put it here and fill the format. That's nothing. But it is the mindset about where they are with themselves. So like you guys were saying, when the women have that, then they're not going to be vulnerable to sex traffic. I mean, they're going to feel that power. It isn't the power of the money, it's the power of the spirit. They're connected to their purpose, right?
Yeah, so well, sort of like, you know, there's this girl, she was a dancer, and she says, I don't have to dance, I make money move. And I thought about it, and I was like, that's so brilliant, because that's what I would be trying to tell my customers. They go, oh, you're so pretty, you should be a dancer too. And I was like, I don't have to, and I don't want to like insult them. I was just thinking like, I wouldn't want to do that, because I get to make money with my brain. You know, and it's such a power to give to other women, because maybe they've never been taught that they could be more than a mother or a teacher or something like that, that they can be whatever it is they want, and that they can have their own wealth. They don't need to, use someone or abuse themselves or diminish themselves to get money.
Just so you guys know, we have a lot of people on the EZWAY Fam chat group. By the way, guys, if you want to be a part of the EZWAY Fam chat group, just text EZWAY to 21777 or message us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, any of us, and we'll bring you a part of this group. The group is exploding. I got people messaging like crazy saying, because people are saying, wow, this is such an amazing show. This is so great. Other people are responding going, oh my God, I can't believe I missed it. When is it going to be on again? And so it's really expanding. And so again, guys, I want to remind you, if you text EZWAY to 21777, you're going to be a part of all this, and you can be connected. And if you hear anything, if you're watching anything, if you're seeing something that you want to support, if you're feeling any of the people on the show, I'm Mr. Connect. I guess that's my new nickname. I'm Mr. Connected. I want to help you connect and make a difference. I mean, God gave me a gift for a reason. And I always tell everybody, it's not about anything but knowing what your gifts are and doing the right things with it, you know, and then when you do the right things with those gifts that you get, a lot of blessings bestow upon you. A lot of things start to happen. You do things selfishly, non-selfish. And speaking of that, I want to point out another member that we have actually, and this is a really awesome surprise. We have 30-something people watching right now, guys. This is your chance to win. Make sure you text EZWAY to 21777, and we're going to be thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Okay, and then we're going to be posting on the group Hollywood the EZWAY what the number is and who won, and we're going to feature you guys and do a lot of fun stuff. Not only me, but all my awesome influencers that you see on the show. It's going to be a blast. Don't not be involved in this. It's going to be huge. So you see right here what I'm showing you, this page, Influential People Magazine. This is a new client we just brought on, which I feel is going to be the next People magazine. Well, it's going to be the next biggest magazine. The woman that actually owns this magazine, again, Heroes United, she's a woman that had a stroke. And all she wants to do is make a difference. She has all these influencers that are coming to her, and she just needed a little bit of help. And so EZWAY came on board. We are now a very big support group. I'm not going to put out what we're doing exactly with the magazine yet, but let's just say we have the ability to put you guys in the magazine. We have the ability to make you official influencers. So just like if you get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, what happens? You become a legend. You're in cement. You're for the rest of your life. You leave a legacy. Well, this magazine, that's what I plan on doing with it, is making this the magazine that makes you a legacy. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to be doing some great things with influencers, with Influential People magazine. They also have Fitness and Fashion magazine. And so you guys are going to get a chance if you're tuning in, only if you're tuning in live or if you share about 100 times. No, okay. But if you text into EZWAY to 21777, you'll be eligible to get in Influential magazine, to get Influential People magazine, to get in EZWAY magazine, to get on in Soul Central magazine.
Wait. What do I text? I want in.
You're already in.
You're already in, from what I know, Dante. But that's 21777.
I'm asking for the girls in the chat group.
Right.
That's 21777 that you text, guys. So where it says 2, the number is 21777, and then the message is EZWAY, letter E, letter Z, WAY. Now, what happens when you do that is you'll actually get a message that will come to you that will basically give you a link, and it'll ask you to kind of follow a couple instructions. You'll then get emails, you'll get updates, and whenever we do our show, because I see you guys are going nuts right now, wanting to get into the show and whatever, this is the way to do it. Because everybody's been telling me, and everybody's gonna laugh when I say this. EZWAY is so complicated. I want to follow it, but it's so complicated. There's so much stuff. It's like the galaxy and not the planet. I can't keep up. So we decided to create a way to make it very, very simple for you guys. Our name is EZWAY, so we got to make it easy on you. No more complication. All you do is text in to EZWAY on the message, and you put 21777. That's it. You'll start getting automatic updates whenever we're about to go live an hour beforehand. Whatever we have going on, any new people to meet. I do my live stream with an average of 300 to 500 live viewers and 200 something comments and 30 shares, and I do the digital handshake effect. Everybody wants to be a part of this stuff. So now that's all you got to do, guys. So spread the word, shoot it out there. And I'll tell you, a lot of people come to me and they ask me, how do you get sponsors? How do you get sponsors? How do you make money? How do you do this? How come every time, Eric, you do anything on camera, you always have a bunch of companies and you're always talking about companies? Are you actually being paid when you do that? The answer is yes. I go on for 5 minutes, I get paid $500. And I'll teach you guys eventually after you text in, you join the EZWAY family. We're going to be doing webinars. We're going to be doing masterminds. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. And so this is the way to start. Text into that. You meet amazing influencers. So I wanted to make sure we put that out. Ladies, you've been a blast. I'm so glad that you guys came in. And I hope that all of our EZWAY fam that's watching, that does watch, that shares, this show does get put on Women on TV, She TV, My Holyfield TV, 12 other something networks, my Soul Central Magazine, Channel 6, KMRZ, Amazon, Apple, Roku, Europe, all over the place. And so in about 3 months, this show is going to be like gangbusters, and then we can edit in the text. It's going to be amazing. And then what we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to keep records of the case studies of how doing it the EZWAY helped the cause in general, how being a member, connecting with one another, what happened from those connections. It's all about the ripple effect, guys. Don't forget about that. It's about the ripple effect. It's about, the follow-up and follow through. A lot of people don't do that. And you got to put that hustle in. You got to put the effort in, and you got to have belief. You got to have faith, and you got to have, just like Dr. Joe Vitale said, it's about the power of the mind. And that's what this show is about, guys, the power of the mind. And we've had a lot of different genres of mindset here. We've had a lot of different, ways of thinking. And hopefully this advice, everything that you've heard, got your juices pumping, got you flowing, and got you wanting to go to the EZWAY fam group.
Yes. Pull it out of there.
Come on, Doctor, you can keep up. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just enjoying you and in your element, and that's what makes you so special, Eric. Is the way.
Oh, thank you.
Just keep the party moving and make sure that everyone gets taken care of and everyone gets their mention. So I'm enjoying it. Doing a good job.
I can only do that one time though, because now I got to take a nap for 2 hours. It's a lot on me. But
ladies, you've been a blessing and a blast.
So Celeste, Bridget, and the new one. What was your name again?
Lana.
Lana.
Mm-hmm.
Lana. So Celeste, Bridget,
Lana, Tia.
And Lana. Tia, Chris. What I'm gonna do, and I don't normally do this, but I just feel the vibe. I feel the spirit on this. I'm gonna do a group chat with all of us, so you guys can all connect, do what you need to do, and then again, if you could do me a favor, go on the EZWAY fam group and go live. And just tell us about your EZWAY experience today. Do you mind doing that for me?
We would love to. Love to.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We have two new friends and two new super women that we're excited to connect with. So thank you for this.
And don't forget Dr. Joe Vitale with his hundreds of thousands of followers that he's going to support you guys too. So
Hey, 3 new friends. I'm here.
We love you, Doctor. We love you.
You're not your family.
I love this trio. It's so cool. The 3 women. I love it.
And Chris, before we got about another 5 minutes, guys. Chris, you just joined the EZWAY business membership. You just officially joined with us. You've had experience about 24 hours of really, really doing it the EZWAY. What's your experience been like?
My experience has been over the top amazing. Within 24 hours, when you hooked me up, I probably had at least just in 5 minutes, 10 people that wanted to connect with me. I've been invited to a special event already by you. I've met all of these amazing ladies here.
All of them, including Dr. Sears.
I love you guys.
We met last night and I already feel a big heart connection going there. And then you guys, of course, we definitely have lots to do together. And this is 24 hours and I feel so blessed, but I love your spirit. I love how you give glory to God and you keep it planted, bring heaven on earth. Let's make it happen. We're the government, we're the people, and we're changing the world. We don't have to wait. The money's there. It's all been printed. In fact, they printed extra. So it's there. We just magnetize it, put it down, and then protect it, and give it to where we need to, fill the vats, right? And everybody gets blessed.
I love it.
Well,
we've got to create EZWAY women now. Look at how much fun this is.
Well, I can't create any EZWAY anything anymore unless someone wants to manage it or run it. I'll create everything, but I'm not managing any more stuff. But I'm all for it. We have enough TV networks and women's support. That's for sure.
Yes.
So I want to encourage everybody to go to coachtheworld.com, ladies. Chris, I think you've already signed up, but this is a way to make money. It's a way to make difference. Coachtheworld.com. It's the new Uber for coaching. It's the new Craigslist for coaching.
You've got to sign up.
You're going to see a lot of influencers on there. And also, last but not least, guys, I know a lot of people come to me and say, what's your tips and strategies of success and things like that. Guys, it's not about promotion. It's not about marketing. It's not about any of that. It's about capturing. Okay. You have to capture the leads, and then it's about strategy of making those leads convert. And I use text me leads, EZWAY text. So you guys want to make sure you go to EZWAYText.com if you like what I use. We had over 50 something people live come on, and we only did like maybe a couple of days of promotion, and we're going to have 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe who knows how many hundreds of thousands of people that are going to see the show. And a lot of it stems from that. We capture the lead. We automatically, it's about being automated. This is how I do it, guys. So go to EZWAYText.com, get the system for yourself and hit me up. I'll give you a free consultation on how to use it. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining. You guys have, I mean, this is a great show. And so it'll be on EZWAY's YouTube. Okay. So
girls.
Easy. Well, girl, guys, I mean, it's a metaphor. You know what I mean? I'm a guy and I'm with a bunch of girls, and I feel like I'm surrounded by girls, so I'm getting some guy comments in there. Come on, don't hate on me.
As you were saying about YouTube, keep going. I'm just the comedic relief right now. Go ahead.
So guys, go to the YouTube channel, EZWAYTV. That's where this will be. Immediately afterwards, we put it on the YouTube channel. Please share it. Please post it. Please, do what you can to support it. And also, too, I do a live stream every morning and whenever I can, and I have sanity. And it's called Wake Up the Easy Way. It's really growing. And so if you want to wake up positive, you want to wake up with fun vibes, you want to close more deals just because your mindset is all positive, you want to get, you need your Tyler's Coffee and Boomer Boost. That's one of our secrets. But if you want to wake up just energized, that's what I do. And I connect you guys to all the amazing people, and people love Wake Up the Easy Way. So make sure you subscribe to that. Text in, go to my profile, Eric Zuley. And so the engineer's saying it's time to go. Shut up. You talk too much.
And don't forget to all of you register for an account on EZWayAccess.com. That's the EZWay social media network. And we also have a YouTube sort of platform called EZWayTube where you can host your own videos. It does very well. It helps you to engage. And we've got a lot of big influencers on the platform. So it's a good way to engage, connect. And you're at the top of the pile because, we're still building this thing. So get in where you fit in.
All right, guys, so we did it the easy way. I hope you guys enjoyed today, and make sure you tune in. Next weekend, we got Frank Shankwitz. Oh, my gosh, from Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're doing big things with this movie. We'll be putting a special teaser of his new movie, Wishman. So don't go away, and make sure you're subscribed, and do not miss that show. We're doing it the easy way. We'll see you on the EZWAY fam group, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Do not touch that dial.